Politicians are voted into office based on their ethics and virtues by those who trust them, and that their needs will be met once the politician becomes elected. Some become heroes for their leadership during times of strife and hardship. There are others who will be remembered in history by some as greedy, self-serving criminals. This could be the case for the 46th Vice President of the United States, Dick Cheney. Richard Bruce Cheney was born January 30th, 1941 in Lincoln, Nebraska. He would attend Yale University and begin his political career as an intern for a congressman. Cheney would eventually work in the White House for both Richard Nixon and Gerald Ford in the late 1960s and 70s. He was the White House Chief of Staff and the House Minority Whip by 1989. Dick Cheney is the very definition of a career politician. He was Secretary of Defense for President George W. Bush and oversaw Operation Desert Storm in 1991. Cheney served as Vice President under Bush from 2001 to 2009. To give you an idea of how many Americans hated the man, when he left office, his approval rating was at 13%. Here are some of the reasons why Dick Cheney was detested by so many. His role in the war in Iraq was a big one. America invaded Iraq under the pretense and ultimately false information that the country had weapons of mass destruction. While President George Bush and members of Congress who voted for it are responsible for the war, Dick Cheney is alleged to know that. By as early as March 2003, there were no weapons of mass destruction. Despite the uncertainties, Cheney is on the record as saying Iraq had chemical, biological, and potential nuclear weapons several times. Basically, he lied repeatedly about information that he suspected but never actually had. The war would continue for years, killing hundreds of American soldiers, but the Iraqi deaths, both soldiers and civilians, would be in the thousands, possibly hundreds of thousands. Dick Cheney was also instrumental in giving the approval for torturing people through interrogation tactics, including waterboarding. Detainees would be strapped down and made to feel as they would drown from water poured down their throats until their lungs began to fill. Another reason Cheney was so hated was that he admits to illegally spying on Americans by using the NSA of National Security Agency. He admitted to using surveillance on people without a warrant, and it was well known he wanted to continue doing so even after it was declared illegal. Americans do not care for the fact that although he was a politician, he also worked in the private sector as the CEO of a company called Halliburton. He would use his government contacts to personally make more than $44 million in what would most people consider a conflict of interest. And those reasons might be overshadowed by the fact that Dick Cheney once shot a man in the face. While on a quail hunting trip in February of 2006, Dick pulled the trigger of a shotgun and accidentally shot into the face of a Texas attorney named Harry Whittington. Harry survived, and later, when asked if Cheney apologized for shooting him, Whittington declined to answer. Currently, Dick Cheney is suffering from severe heart and health issues and has been for some time. The 81-year-old millionaire and former politician spends his time writing books and lives in different locations including Virginia and Wyoming. He will go down in history as one of the least liked politicians in American history.